So we've been spending time with you. We've been flowing through Esther for a number of years, and in this format we have offered many different explanations in an attempt to help you to understand more fully who you are, but most important, how you fit into the big picture. And we want you to understand that you don't just fit into the big picture, you are the big picture. You are source energy. You are creator. You have come forth to explore for the purpose of taking thought beyond that which it has been before. You are an eternally expanding being. You can't stop that. You can't even slow it down. But what you can do, and many of you do in your physical form, is that your contrast causes you to expand, but you don't keep up with your expansion. So the longer you live, the more you expand. The longer you live, the more you expand. The more you hold fast to beliefs and ideas that don't let you take your expansion. So the greater discord happens between who you are and who you are. Your babies coming in, they're aligned. The more they hang around with you, the less aligned they are. Because you find so much to fuss and worry about in your exploration of contrast. Now, that in and of itself is not a bad thing. It's perfectly wonderful to look around your world and acknowledge the parts of it that you do not want. But when you keep the parts that you do not want active within you, you prevent yourself from being a vibrational match to the parts you do want, you see. And we just want you to understand that you have the ability to do a much better job of tuning yourself than you usually do. Tuning yourself to the furthest expansion of who you are. Jerry and Esther have been making their way from California here for the last several days. And in the process, they've been thinking about ways that it could be better. And it's really fun to watch them constantly trying to figure out how this could be a little better and how this could be a little better. And so this morning, they were chatting about some new ideas they have about making their transfer from place to place the best that they can possibly think of. And as they are conjuring these new ideas and contemplating and chewing around them, Esther found herself pointing out something that happened a long time ago in a hotel parking lot on the other side of this continent. And Esther said, that was the day with that drive shaft disconnect that I really hurt my knee. And Jerry said, I remember that. And Esther said, maybe we shouldn't dig up bad things that we didn't like and activate them again now. And yet there is this walk down memory lane. Sometimes in the process of defining what you want, you're pointing out some of what you didn't want. And we say that's part of the deciphering process, isn't it? You don't really know clearly what you do want until you've lived a little bit of what you don't want. It's all part of the focusing process. But it's so interesting how in that focusing process, you come to new conclusions that work better for you. But then it seems, and this is the thing that trips you up more than all other things put together, it seems, you defend your new choice by reminding yourself how bad it was before. Not realizing that every time you return to that, you reactivate the vibration of that which keeps you from clearly and purely being a match to who you now are and what you really want. That's why family reunions feel so awful. You go back to that place where you used to live and back to that place where you used to vibrate differently, and you talk to those people who remember you as you were then, even though you are in a whole different vibrational place. And as you go there and focus and remember and look through family albums and watch those old videos and talk over old times, you activate who you were that does not jive with who you are. And when you do that, you feel less good the longer you do it. You say, oh, it's nostalgia. And we say, oh, it's disconnection from who you really are.